Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Adventure Beyond 60. We have for a long time wanted to start a new project, building out a new vehicle, and we've kind of had this under wraps for a little while, but it's time to make the official announcement. The 4Runner is not going anywhere, by the way, but for a long time I have wanted to build out a 200 series Toyota Land Cruiser. This is really the last of the great V8 engines on the market. Really, they're not being made anymore. For me, everybody's got an opinion. For me, the 200 series Land Cruiser is really the ultimate long distance overlanding vehicle. It's not marketed that way in the United States, but the rest of the world knows these things go anywhere. Really a great vehicle. I am here at Rhino Adventure Gear in San Marcos, California, who's been our partner with this build. We bought the 200 series completely box stock. There was absolutely no modifications done to it at all. Last spring, Rhino did the phase 1 modifications to this vehicle. So let me step you through those real quick. We put 35s on with method wheels. So they're 35 by 12.5s. We're using Toyo mud terrain tires, exactly the same tires we use on the 4Runner. We put Westcott sliders on, made by Jeff Westcott in Phoenix, Arizona. The sliders weld onto the vehicle, they're not bolted on. It has the kick out on the side. I really like that little feature. Very fantastic there. Now the interesting thing about building out a 200 series is in the US, not many are built out for off-roading, so most of the parts for building out a 200 series are going to come out of Australia. So we put the ARB front bumper on the vehicle, and the ARB really stepped up their game. The earlier versions of this bumper were hefty, but this thing is massive. It is solid. Underneath the front bumper, we have the Warn 12,000-pound winch and the Factor 55 Ultra Hook. For a suspension, we had to do a little modification to get the suspension mounted. This vehicle does have KDSS on it. We decided to leave the KDSS on, even though it does limit the amount of range that the suspension has. The car just handles great with KDSS, so we decided to leave it. We went with the Dobinson suspension. Dobinson's, of course, this car is used, like I said, extensively off-road in Australia, so the Dobinson's was just a great fit onto this vehicle. We're using both Dobinson shocks and springs. They're adjustable, and so far they've been working out great. We have pulled the Patriot camper with this, and honestly, that's one of the reasons we wanted to go to this platform. With the V8 engine, it pulls the Patriot camper. You don't even know it's back there. It's just so wonderful having that V8 engine. Don't ask me what the mileage is. We'll just forget about that. You don't go off-roading, you don't go overlanding for the mileage. But this vehicle is so reliable. We had a 100 series Land Cruiser. We put 355,000 miles on that, never had a big problem. These things are as reliable as an anvil. On the inside, so let's talk about what we're going to do. So we're going to do a lot of things in a similar fashion to what we have on the 4Runner. We're going to be putting goose gear drawer system on the inside. We'll have space for a refrigerator. We'll probably just move our Dometic back and forth between the two vehicles. We're also going to put in a 300 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery in the back here that's going to be wired out to various accessories. I want to be able to charge video equipment, things like that, but I don't want to have to worry about having the battery run down on cloudy days up in Alaska and places like that. So I wanted a large battery to be going in. We're going to be putting lighting all the way around, lighting on the inside, adding an auxiliary battery under the hood as well as secondary battery. The lithium battery back here will not be for jumping the vehicle. It's strictly going to be for accessory use. We'll be putting a Rhino rack on the top, a a Bush Company awning, 270 degree, and then again a number of lights and lighting all the way around the vehicle. Talk a little bit more about that when the build is finished. But we're very, very excited about this. This will be our expedition vehicle going forward. This is for long trips and going long places, and who knows, if we decide to travel out of the country, this is a great vehicle to take. There's parts available for this vehicle everywhere in the world. And that is a big plus right there. And we're very thankful that Rhino Adventure Gear is with us in this endeavor and doing this work. Their attention to detail just on the phase 1 portion of the build was fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing how this phase 2 portion is going to go. Very excited. So that's it. That's it. This is our big announcement. We got the 200 series. We're going to finish the build off on this. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks for joining us for this special announcement, everyone. And we can't wait to see you out there on the trail with us, right here on Adventure Beyond 60.